all the delicious food. And we're waiting for Brian to come up.
Try it's good.
There's Josiah's pheasant that he got when he went hunting. Merry Christmas Eve! It is what time? 9:24 in the morning. I've got my makeup on, but I haven't done nothing with my hair, and I'm still in my jammies. Because my makeup that I use a lot, I keep down here. And I gotta go upstairs and get dressed. I wanted to show you guys something. Oh, but before I do, so the footage that you saw in this video was our big Christmas dinner that we had last night, the eve of Christmas Eve. And if you've watched my traditions, Christmas traditions video, and I even put it for a tag if people wanted to share their Christmas traditions, you would have learned a lot about Sandy. We've switched our Christmas traditions around where we don't have the big Christmas dinner on Christmas Day because we don't have a bunch of people coming here, or we're not going anywhere else. You see what I'm saying? Christmas Eve is where we do our, Christmas story movie marathon thing, and we have all kinds of sandwiches and appetizers and our bottles of Coke and all that. So you still got to squeeze in the big Christmas dinner. So we do it on the eve of Christmas Eve. We've been doing that the last few years. And so we had the big dinner. We had pheasant and we had ham and, just all the deviled eggs and broccoli with cheese and roasted Brussels sprouts with bacon, all that fun stuff, okay? And today we're going to do all the appetizers, and then Christmas Day, after all the gifts are opened and so forth, then we're going to have a big, huge brunch. And then much later in the afternoon, when people are hungry, you see, we just go to the refrigerator over there and we pull out leftovers, heat leftovers up from the 2 previous days. So, like that. So you want to see Christmas gifts? Now, these are the gifts that Harry and I got the kids, and he's got a few in there for me. I got some for him. I also have some that are here. This one bag is Brian's. These are a bunch of gifts that are Alex's. That's Alex, that's Alex, that's Carly, and that's Courtney. I left those in there. And I will show you in here. Let me turn the light on. So these Harry wrapped yesterday, and those are for me. I gotta tell you a funny story about that. And then that one's from me to Harry, and that one's from me to Harry, and then all of the rest of these all in here. Well, not that bag, but all of this. These are to the kids from Harry and I. And then we give them cards, and we put $200 in there for them so they can go buy whatever they want. And then that is all of Alex's stocking stuffers. So let me tell you about this because it's really funny. If anybody's been on social media, and see even the side here, how it's wrapped, have you seen some of those memes, and some of them are like videos of husbands that have wrapped gifts? And it's really funny because some of the, I guess, ladies that have done those memes and those videos, they've talked about how their husbands are like engineers, or, their husbands, they have to be really intelligent for like their jobs that they do. Not doctors. I haven't seen that they were doctors, but I think the other ones, they were like engineers or something like that. And it's like, oh, they can design, buildings, or they can design this and that, but they can't wrap presents. And then they show the presents how they're wrapped really messy and everything. Harry used to be that way when we first got married. When he wrapped my gifts, they were really horrid looking. And so I told him, I said, I'm going to have to teach you how to wrap Christmas gifts. So, like, when we had Josiah, and then the other kids started coming on later, but like Josiah, when he was a baby, his first couple Christmases, and I was wrapping his gifts, I had Harry come in and I taught him how to wrap gifts. And he came downstairs yesterday. It took him the longest time. He was up here forever. I'm like, what in the world is he doing up there? He said he was going to go wrap gifts. He was supposed to come downstairs and put the ham on. And finally, I had to put the ham in the oven because he was still up here. And then he finally came down not long after that. I said, what in the world were you doing up there? What are you wrapping up there? He says, I just can't wrap anymore. Because I'm getting older and just, whatever and all that he said. But he was like, I just can't wrap anymore. And so I was thinking, oh, I wonder if it's going to be a big old mess like it was when he didn't know how to wrap. And I came up here last night and I was looking at these, and he wrapped really nice. They're very nice and neat and everything else. So he still wrapped it nice, but it took him a long time to do it. I don't know why. But anyway, so those are for me. But he did a good job wrapping. That one was awkward, and you could see it's puckered up a little bit because the thing that I bought did not have a box. And fortunately, Harry had a couple Christmas gifts that I let him pick what it was that he wanted. They were smokers from Germany. We got a catalog, and so I let him pick out what he wanted, and they came in this great big huge box. There's two of them, but it was in this great big huge box because they had a lot of padding stuff in there, so they wouldn't get damaged. And so the thing, when I put it in there, it just fit, but when it closes, it didn't close even, so oh well. So anyway, that's just from Harry and I. But the kids, they've all bought gifts. And Adam, he said he bought 2 gifts for everybody. So by the time that all the kids, bring down all of their gifts, that Christmas tree is going to be swamped with presents. In the past, it used to be just, Harry and I giving gifts. But, the kids they're all adults now. So for the last, decade or so, they've been buying Christmas gifts for everybody. And the other thing that we have is that kitchen set, which Josiah put that together already. It's downstairs in the family room. I just need to get a bow or something, put a bow on it. I did not do a house tour this year, and obviously I'm not going to do a house tour this year because tomorrow is Christmas. And the reason why is because it's been really busy and hectic here this last month. Obviously I went to Ohio for 4 days, so for almost a week. We've had the teacher and the therapist for Alex. They're starting to come now every single week. And just last minute errands, that I needed to take care of and so forth. So I think I told you in a vlog or 2 back or whatever that December was going to be really busy for me, and it really was. So that's why I was glad that all my shopping, I took care of my decorating, my shopping, my baking, whatever baking that I did, because if I would have waited for the last minute, you see, that's when people start going crazy, and so forth. So yeah, this was a busy December. Usually Decembers are not real busy for me, but like I said, we have the teacher and the therapist and all of that coming here now for Alex and so forth. We've had visits, I had to go to the dentist, and I got a mammogram coming up after the first of the year. Blah. I got to go back to the dentist because when I went to the dentist, they found a cavity, and it's in between, it's like the back molar, but see, where your teeth butt up side to side there? The cavity is in through there, and it's pretty deep. And the dentist said that when he goes to drill in there to clean it all out, he said, more than likely I'm going to be at the center of the tooth, and you're probably going to need a root canal. So I'm probably going to have a root canal done that same day. So anyway, I don't look forward to that, but that's life. So anyway, it's been just a busy December, and I figured, with my vlogs, with my putting up my trees and my decorations and stuff, I've already been through my house. You guys have already seen everything. The only thing that I didn't do, I just didn't walk through my house with the pretty Christmas music playing and all of that. That's what I didn't do, but you guys have seen everything. So anyway, now it's time to get dressed, and I got to go get Alex's clothes so that he can get dressed, and I'm going to try to catch up on some messages and things this morning, then go out to Chili's, and then this afternoon try to take a little break before it starts getting really busy and hectic, preparing all of our food for this evening. So guess what today is? It's Messy Bun Day. Yes. Oh, and you know what I wanted to say to you guys, or ask you guys? Did anybody at all watch Dolly Parton's Christmas movie? Remember how last year she put out a movie. It was at Christmas time, and I think they replayed it on Christmas Day or on New Year's or something. They replayed it, I think, within a week. And it was her coat of many colors, you know. And if you're a true Dolly Parton fan, you know that she wrote a song about that. And I remember listening to that song on an 8-track tape. That's how old that song is. We love Dolly Parton. We have always loved Dolly Parton. My mom is a huge fan of Dolly Parton. And I think if we can meet anybody, any celebrity, because really I don't care about celebrities, but I think it would be really nice to meet Dolly Parton because she is so sweet. And she's a woman of faith. I like that too. But anyway, the movie that they had yesterday, if you saw it, really good. I'm glad you saw it. And if you didn't see it, if they replay it again, you have to watch it. So check your local listings, because like I said, the one last year, I think they played it twice. But it was about the Christmas that the father wanted to buy, Dolly's father wanted to buy her mother a wedding ring. All those years, all those kids, and later and everything, she never had a wedding ring. And I'm not going to give the whole thing away, but you know, all the kids had agreed that they would like chip in to help the dad to buy this wedding ring. But then you have to see what Dolly does. And Dolly makes an appearance in it. She's, I don't want to say, I don't know what it was, because the movie didn't say what she was, but she was like a very classy, well-dressed woman with a nice car. But the store owner lady, you know, she had come out and said that, you know, she was a bad lady. I'm assuming I don't know if she was like a prostitute or a mistress or, you know, something like that to somebody. And that's why she was the bad lady or whatever. But anyway, she ended up helping Dolly, and but Dolly played that part, so she was in the movie. And it was a really good movie. And I'm not going to give the movie away because you have to see it. I don't want to spoil it. But some other things went on during that Christmas and so forth while they were waiting for the dad to get back home. He took a job in some town mining coal. And again, I'm not going to tell everything because it's a good movie. So if you haven't seen it, you know, check your local listings if they play it again. I recorded it, so. But I hope Dolly Parton's going to do these movies every Christmas. I think that would be great. I don't know if that's something that she's planning on doing, because this is 2 Christmases in a row now, but we love Dolly Parton. So anyway, I was glad to see that movie. And like I said, if you didn't see it, you got to see it. I just got done eating baklava. If I have anything stuck in my teeth, which I hope I don't, but if I do, it's that phyllo dough. So I wanted to show you my table. And yesterday morning, I spent part of the morning going through all my Christmas goodies on my cookie table, and like all the chocolates and things that we had that were sent to us. I put that away to eat that at a later time. I mean, we've been nibbling on some of it, but there's some left over. And I wanted to just leave cookies out. And I got so much of those Cheryl's cookies this year, because after I placed my order, you know how like when you order stuff online, they always want to tell you about their specials and blah, blah, blah. I shouldn't have done it. But they were having a special on getting like an additional like 36 cookies or something, and stupid me said okay because it was on sale. We had all these cookies. Pretty basically that box, I sealed it up and I put it away in our storage. And that stuff keeps though, when you get those kinds of things like that. Like these cookies, they'll keep, you know, probably for the next few months. So sometime this winter, probably when we get like big snows, like blizzard type snows. I don't know if you guys, this ever happens to you, but even after Christmas is over, like when January gets here and like the big snow that comes, and sometimes it could be a blizzard where, you know, they close schools and work and everything. It's on days like that you start thinking back to Christmas. Why couldn't this been here at Christmas? And I don't know about you, but I like cookies, and sometimes I'll even make fresh cookies that day and have the house smelling really nice. But if I have leftover Christmas cookies like I've put in the freezer or something like that, I pull those out. So that's probably what we'll do with those. So I will show you, this is our table afterwards. The reason why I did my table setting like this, I wanted to have little swags, and I made these. This is greenery from outside in my landscaping, so it's all fresh pine. These were all the leftover things that I had in that centerpiece that I made that my husband didn't water. So I just made swags like this, and I left the opening right here because of the design that's already on the tablecloth, and in the center here is where I put the tray that we had our ham on yesterday. So, like, you know, your meat, at least in my family, your meat was, whether ham or turkey, whatever you have for Christmas or Thanksgiving, it always went in the center of the table because that's the center of your dinner, right? So and that's what I did there. And then these were those Christmas tapers that I bought at TJ Maxx. I showed you guys those. I had angel ones too, and I wanted to use them, but this was all like the holly and the ornaments and stuff, which pretty basically goes with our tablecloth here. So there's that. And this is the platter thing that I had that centerpiece on. It's all washed off. I can use this. I'm probably going to use this for brunch tomorrow to put like English muffins on. And here's the table. This is my table runner that actually goes on this table over here, so I just left it here. But this is pretty basically what we have left. All the goodies that I made, there's only a little bit left. I've got a little bit of kind of everything except the fudge, and everything can go in one container now. That's kolache. I brought that back from Ohio. These are some more cookies I brought back from Ohio. More Chex Mix. This is Goran's chocolate. This is from Ohio. Whoopsie. Whoopsie, I heard something. Did you slip? This is his little hideout, like his little fort. You know how like kids like to have little forts? For whatever reason it is with this Christmas tree, he loves this Christmas tree, and he brings his toys. We're having to clear all of his toys out of here. He just kind of hangs out here. Let's leave that alone. He doesn't touch the plugs, that's good, but he just likes it back here. I think he likes the white tree, and he likes all the different colors. Plus, here's the stomper, and he's learned to change the color of the tree. See that? And off, and then it just goes white, and I like it with the colors. But he sits here all the time and he pushes the button. So anyway, that's his little hideout. What else is here? Here's another box of turtles. We ate one box. This box is still here. I bought that, I don't know what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I got these at Sam's Club when I was in Ohio. These are those truffles. This is what's left of those apples. My mom sent a date log home with us. These and this is the leftover of the Cheryl's cookies that I'm leaving out because after New Year's I want all of this gone. And I put another whole box away that has like another 36 cookies. This is the leftover popcorn that I ordered from the popcorn factory. So pretty basically, I downsized everything. That's why I went and put the candies away. I do have some cookies still left over from my friend Jenny in Ireland. I put those away because we'll eat them later because they'll still be good. And my friend Alexandra, she told me, she's one in Sweden. I sent her box out to her, and it took forever to get to her. I'm glad I sent it in November because I think she just got it a week and a half ago, something like that. And she sent hers out, I think it was the first or second week of December. And usually I get it, you know, relatively quickly. But here it is, it's Christmas Eve. It's not here yet. So if I don't get it today, it'll be after Christmas before I get it. So I don't know what's been going on with the mailing between America and Sweden. But it's been really long this year. Jenny in Ireland, I sent her package the same day I sent Alexandra's. Jenny got her package, seriously, in I think less than a week. I think it was like 5 or 6 days, I think. She told me she got it. And then I hadn't heard from Alexandra, and I was getting worried. And then finally she said that she got it. So, anyway, I got baklava dough stuck all in my teeth and my gums. I'm going to have to go brush my teeth. Anyway, what else was I going to tell you? I don't know. So anyway, usually when I tear down my table after a dinner like Thanksgiving or Christmas, I end up putting everything away. I take the leaf back out of the table and all of that. But I'm leaving that like this because we'll probably have our Christmas brunch in there. And I decided to put all the Christmas presents under this tree. Okay, it's just before 3 o'clock and we are starting preps. Harry's getting ready to cook the shrimp, but I need to do a couple things over at the stove first. Getting the Reuben Dip ready. These are the sausage balls, and I decided to do all the disposable tins and things this year so that it's easier cleanup. So these are going to go in the fridge, and then when it's time to put them in the oven, they're all ready. I don't have to roll them. The Reuben Dip is going to be all ready. I'll just take it out again and throw it in the oven. Okay, so I will tell you how I make this Reuben Dip. I think I've shared it in the past before. People always ask how to make it. So I've got some chopped onion, and it's a small onion, and I'm frying it till it's translucent, and some of them are getting a little bit like golden brown. That's good, like that. Then you need a half of a pound of chopped up corned beef. And then I'm going to use half of this jar of sauerkraut. There's not that much liquid in here. If you get the sauerkraut in the bags, it has a lot of liquid in it. You're going to have to drain that, otherwise it's going to get real soupy. So we're just going to fry this and get the sauerkraut in there, and then I'll show you what I do now. Then I used about a third of a container, of sour cream. The recipe calls for half of a cup, and that looks, you know, a little bit more than half because I find that you always need a little bit more. So I just do about a third of the container. And this is going to get mixed in now, and also we have to mix in a brick of cream cheese. Okay, and then all you do is you just continue to let all of the cream cheese, I got another little lump here, you just let it melt. Once you melt it, you're going to turn it off the heat, obviously, and you're going to put it in your container. Now, if you're making this right before you're going to, you know, serve it, then you just pop it right in the oven. And you want to top it with some Swiss cheese if you have it. And if you don't like Swiss cheese, you can use, I don't know, mozzarella or something else. But Reuben's has Swiss cheese. So this, obviously, I'm not going to be putting in the oven right away. So I'm not going to top mine with the cheese because the cheese will begin to melt. And right before I do put it in the oven, though, take it from the fridge, I'm going to top it with the cheese. Now, let me explain something here. If you're making this ahead of time like I am, you put it in the fridge, obviously the stuff is going to begin to harden again. When you go to put it in the oven, you're going to have to put it in there probably, I don't know, 30 minutes, something like that. Probably about 30 minutes. You're just going to have to watch it. If you're doing this like right now and putting it right in the oven, you only need to leave it in there long enough to let the cheese melt on top. So just wanted to give you the time variance, because when I go to put this in the oven, it's going to have to be in the oven longer, obviously, than it would, 10 minutes to melt the cheese. Here it is. If you could only smell my house right now, it smells so good just with this cooking. And Harry's coming in now. He's going to do the shrimp. What do you serve this with? You can get those little rye breads. You can toast them or just leave them plain, or just use crackers. There's all different kinds of crackers nowadays. We just use Ritz and club crackers mostly. So you do whatever you like. I'm going to let this cool down a bit before I cover it and put it in the fridge till later this evening. It's Christmas Eve and everybody's gone to bed now. It's just a few minutes, 14 minutes past 10. And everybody's brought their Christmas presents down. I'm gonna get up and turn off all the lights. I'm very, very tired, but I'm gonna quickly edit this video so that I can put it up first thing Christmas morning, because I'm gonna try to vlog tomorrow too. So anyway, we have sleeping puppies. They're tired too. And there we have some Christmas goodies and candy and Alex's toys. We gotta put those away. I'll take you in the living room now and show you all the presents around the tree. So here we go. Lots of gifts. I was gonna put some bows on Alex's kitchen, but I think I'm gonna let that go. I hope when he comes running over here, he's not gonna step on presents. So anyway, it's time to power down. I got Mr. Bing's kitty there, and I hope you all had a lovely Christmas Eve with your families, and I hope you have a lovely and blessed Christmas Day tomorrow, and I'll be back tomorrow to do some vlogging for Christmas Day. Good night.